Chapter 1. The Fateful Encounter. It was a crisp autumn evening in Amsterdam, and the city was painted in hues of amber and gold. I found myself wandering through the picturesque streets of De Peachp, the scent of roasted chestnuts mingling with the distant strains of street musicians. Little did I know that this ordinary evening would soon transform into an extraordinary chapter of my life. As I meandered through the charming cobblestone streets, I felt a gentle tug at my heart, a silent invitation to explore the city's hidden treasures. And so I followed the whimsical trail of fallen leaves, guided by an invisible hand towards Destiny's Theater. Soon I arrived at a grand old cinema, a relic from a bygone era. Its marquee, adorned with fading letters, proudly announced the evening's entertainment, a timeless classic that had, over the years, become a dear old friend. The mere sight of it sparked a nostalgic yearning within me, urging me to step inside and relive the magic of the silver screen. The theater's entrance creaked open, and I was enveloped in a world of faded velvet seats and the gentle scent of aged wood. It was a place where stories came to life and dreams unfolded in flickering frames. The dimly lit auditorium exuded an air of quiet anticipation, as though it held secrets from countless cinematic journeys. With a sense of serenity, I made my way to a solitary seat near the back, where I could immerse myself in the reel of memories and emotions that cinema had to offer. As I settled in, the lights dimmed further, and the opening credits of the film began to dance across the screen. Yet, as the story on the screen unfolded, my attention was inexplicably drawn to a presence that had entered the theater in silence. She emerged from the shadows, a woman of ethereal grace and allure. Her steps were measured, deliberate, as though she were navigating the labyrinth of fate itself. Intrigued, I could not help but steal occasional glances in her direction. Her beauty was not of the conventional kind, but rather a mosaic of subtle charm and understated elegance. She moved with a graceful confidence, each step echoing in the hushed auditorium. With a sense of quiet intrigue, she chose the seat beside mine, and our worlds, previously unaware of each other's existence, converged in that moment. I could feel the tension in the air, thick with the anticipation of an encounter that seemed both strange and special. As the film continued its mesmerizing journey on the screen, I found myself struggling to focus on the fictional tale before me. Instead, my thoughts wandered to the enigmatic woman beside me, and I couldn't help but wonder about the story she carried within her heart. Unbeknownst to both of us, the threads of our destinies had woven together in the darkened cinema that evening, setting the stage for a love story that would be unlike any other. Little did I know that this chance encounter would become the prologue to an extraordinary tale of love and destiny in the heart of Amsterdam. Chapter 2. A Shared Silence. The movie unfolded before us like a timeless symphony, each frame meticulously crafted to draw the audience into its embrace. The dimly lit theater seemed to vanish, replaced by the luminous world on the screen and the enigmatic presence at my side. With each passing moment, the unspoken connection between us deepened. Her attention remained steadfastly fixed on the screen, yet her very presence was an invitation, a silent beckoning for our souls to intertwine in this cinematic odyssey. The film's narrative wove a tapestry of emotions, and I could sense the quiet resonance of our shared experience. The quiet rustle of popcorn bags and the occasional sigh from fellow moviegoers faded into the background, leaving us cocooned in our intimate world. As the final scenes played out, the credits began their ascent, casting their glow over the darkened theater. It was a bittersweet moment, the end of a captivating story, yet the beginning of an uncharted one for us. Unable to contain my my curiosity any longer, I mustered the courage to break the serene silence. My voice, barely above a whisper, carried across the empty seats. "I never expected to find someone here tonight," I ventured, my words hanging delicately in the hushed theater. She turned her gaze away from the screen, her eyes meeting mine with a warmth that transcended the dimly lit room. Her lips curved into a faint but enchanting smile. It was a smile that held 1,000 stories, a smile that hinted at a world of wonderment beneath the surface. "Sometimes," she replied in a voice as soft as a sigh, "the most unexpected moments bring the greatest surprises." Her words hung in the air, like the final notes of a haunting melody, leaving a sense of anticipation and enchantment in their wake. And there, amidst the echoes of the film's fading echoes and the shared understanding between us, our encounter took on an even deeper significance. It was not just a chance meeting in a cinema. It was the beginning of an extraordinary journey, one that would unravel slowly, like the plot of a classic film, revealing the intricate tapestry of our hearts and the love story that was destined to unfold in the enchanting city of Amsterdam. Chapter 3: A Walk Through Amsterdam. The final credits of the movie had faded into the ether, leaving us in the lobby of the old cinema, our newfound connection lingering in the air. The rain had begun its gentle descent upon the city, turning the cobbled streets of Amsterdam into a glistening canvas of reflections. I extended my umbrella toward her, a small offering in the face of the impending shower. She accepted it with a gracious nod, her eyes meeting mine in a moment of unspoken gratitude. The umbrella became our shared sanctuary as we stepped out into the rain-swept streets, our footsteps joining the soothing rhythm of raindrops. Amsterdam transformed in the rain. The narrow, winding streets gleamed with the wet glow of centuries-old cobblestones. Canals shimmered like liquid mirrors, their waters reflecting the timeless beauty of the city's architecture. It was a moment that felt suspended in time, a moment when the world beyond our umbrella ceased to exist. With the gentle pattering of raindrops as our backdrop, we began to converse. She spoke of her life, her dreams, and her passion for art. Her words flowed like poetry, painting a vivid tapestry of her world that I couldn't help but become entranced by. She had a way of describing the simplest things, a canvas of colors in an artist's studio, the play of light on water that made them come alive in my imagination. As she shared her thoughts and aspirations, I found myself opening up in return, revealing pieces of my own story. We exchanged anecdotes and dreams, and the conversation flowed effortlessly, as if we had known each other for a lifetime. Amid the charming streets of De Piepe, with the rain as our companion, I realized that I had stumbled upon something truly magical that evening. It was more than a chance encounter. It was a serendipitous collision of two souls, each with their own dreams and desires, finding a moment of connection that transcended the ordinary. As we continued to walk through the quaint streets, the city of Amsterdam seemed to conspire with us, whispering secrets of its own. Each corner turned, each canal crossed, brought us closer together, forging a bond that felt like it had been waiting patiently in the shadows of that cinema, ready to emerge as the love story of a lifetime. Chapter 4: Love Blossoms. As days turned into weeks, our lives began to weave together with an effortless grace that seemed ordained by the stars themselves. What had begun as a chance encounter in a dimly lit cinema had now blossomed into something beautiful and profound. Our love story unfolded in the heart of Amsterdam, a city that had become the backdrop to our burgeoning romance. We embarked on a journey of exploration, discovering the hidden gems and secrets of this enchanting city together. Amsterdam, with its labyrinthine canals and storied streets, became our playground, a place where every corner held the promise of adventure. Our mornings often found us wandering along the picturesque canals, hand in hand. The reflection of gabled houses danced upon the water's surface, and the soft ripple of boat wakes served as a gentle reminder of the timeless beauty that surrounded us. We would pause to watch the graceful swans glide by, their elegant presence mirroring the tranquility of our burgeoning love. Amsterdam's museums, with their masterpieces and historical treasures, became our sanctuaries of inspiration. We roamed through the hallowed halls of the Rijksmuseum, marveling at the works of the Dutch masters, their strokes of genius mirroring the artistry of our hearts intertwined. The Van Gogh Museum held a special place in her heart, and I found myself falling in love not only with the artist's brilliant canvases, but also with the passion in her eyes as she spoke of his life and work. Our evenings were a symphony of laughter and shared secrets as we dined in cozy canal-side restaurants. We indulged in Dutch delicacies, savoring the flavors of bitterballen and stroopwafels, all while our souls feasted on the connection we had forged. There were stolen glances across candlelit tables, conversations that flowed like the Amstel River, and a sense of familiarity that defied the short time we had known each other. Our love had taken root, firmly grounded in the rich soil of our shared experiences and the undeniable chemistry that had drawn us together. Like the vibrant tulips that burst forth in Keukenhof gardens each spring, our love blossomed with a vibrancy and energy that was impossible to ignore. We were two souls who had found each other in the most unexpected of places, and it felt as though the universe had conspired to bring us together. With each passing day, our love story deepened. The chapters of our lives intertwined in a beautiful narrative that neither of us could have scripted. Amsterdam, with its timeless charm and romantic allure, had become the canvas upon which our love story was painted, a masterpiece that would endure through the seasons, just like the tulips that adorned its landscapes. Chapter 5: A Promise and a Future. The evening sun dipped below the horizon, casting a soft amber glow over the Amsterdam skyline, and we found ourselves standing by the tranquil Amstel River. The city's lights began to twinkle like distant stars, and the reflection of their shimmer danced upon the water's surface. It was a moment of serene beauty, a backdrop befitting the grand finale of our love story. As the city came alive with the soft hum of evening activity, I took her hand in mine, our fingers intertwining like the threads of fate that had brought us together. I looked deeply into her eyes, windows to a soul that had become an inseparable part of my own. I never imagined that a chance meeting in a cinema could lead to this, I whispered, my voice filled with the depth of my emotions. My heart overflowed with gratitude for the unexpected love that had bloomed between us, like a rare flower found in the midst of a bustling city. She smiled, her eyes glistening with love, and her response was a melody that played softly in the quietude of our moment. Sometimes, she said, her words a gentle caress, life has a way of surprising us in the most beautiful ways. Under the canvas of the Amsterdam night, with the city's heartbeat as our background music, I made a solemn promise to her. It was a promise that transcended words and echoed in the stillness of the river's flow. I promise, I began, that our love story, born in the shadows of a cinema, will continue to unfold. It will fill the pages of our lives with adventure, laughter, and a love that is destined to be. With that promise, sealed in the warmth of our embrace, we shared a moment of profound connection. It was a declaration of love that bound us to each other and to the enchanting city that had witnessed our journey from chance encounter to soulmates. As we held each other close, the city of Amsterdam became our silent witness, a testament to the extraordinary journeys that can begin with the simplest of encounters and the most unexpected of hearts. Our love story, like the canals that crisscrossed the city, flowed with a grace and beauty that defied explanation, and it continued to be written in the vibrant, picturesque streets of Amsterdam, a love story with a truly happy ending, where each moment was a reminder that life's most beautiful surprises often arrive when we least expect them. The end.